What should we do with this cargo addressed to Veer? We've lost contact with Veer Prime, so we'll probably have to dispose of it as undeliverable. Lola's from the same planet. Could I give it to her to take? It's so tough not being able to go home. So please...
Give me cargo addressed to Veer. You see, even if I wanted to deliver it, it's just not possible. But even if I can't help, you might be able to. Please take it in my stead.
You delivered it? No, you took it? Well, Lola is okay with that. It's fine.
Glad to be of assistance.
There are so many planets. So many different people. We all have a home somewhere. We're not just carrying physical things like cargo.
Sure that's really coffee?
We're carrying all our feelings with us. You know?
Well stocked.
Just the people I wanted to see. I have a little request for you. Could you take this cat to Vale for me? Things have been getting worse in Vale of late, and this little guy's owner hasn't been able to come and get him. You're the only ones I can trust with a request like this. I'm sorry for asking this of you.
To see you healthy again.
Well stocked.
That poor cat was here for a while. It must be tough being stuck a whole country away from your owner.
Glad to be of assistance.
Huh? Didn't recognize its owner. What a silly cat. I'm sure it'll remember soon enough. I'm sorry for having you come all the way back to see me. I don't have anything else for you at the moment, but feel free to have a rest here.
Sumi! It's me! Oh, come on. Darn it. She doesn't seem to remember me at all. Maybe if I give her some of her favorite food, she'll remember. Could I ask you to go and buy some for me? You can't get it in Vales. I hope you'll be able to help. That's it! Her favorite food! I know this'll jog her memory.
Glad to be of assistance.
Here, Sumi, it's your favorite, remember? I used to give it to you all the time. Would you like some? Good girl. Tasty, isn't it? Now you know who I am. Don't you?
Pardon us.
Oh, so you've improved. Oh, excellent. I was going easy on you before, but I'm gonna take you seriously this time. You know, you can't just stroll up and expect a rematch. First, I need you to bring me this flower to prove you're serious about this. Show me you mean it! Show me your fire and passion! Without that, what's the point in having a match? You brought me the flower! How romantic! I mean, serious and fiery!
Glad to be of assistance.
Fine! You've convinced me. If it's a match you want, I'll let you test your improved skills against me. But listen up. This time, I'm being super serious and not holding back even a little. Let's just see how good you become. The match starts now.
I shall give you no quarter. Thus I triumph. It seems I am the victor.
You're getting pretty good at this, aren't you? I suppose that makes us rivals for life. Stop by again anytime. If you dare.
There are reports that Imperial forces opposed to peace with the kingdom have started a rebellion. Princess Laeticia, as one of the few familiar with the Tyrannus, I humbly request you to investigate these reports and suppress the rebellion if true. My sincerest thanks for your gracious aid. We must quell the flames of rebellion ere they spread.
Initiate emergency protocol. Neutralized.
Put it to good use.
Warning. Defense low. Insufficient output. Destroyed.
Prepare yourself for
Warning. Energy levels low.
will not be the last.
Insufficient output. Threat neutralized.
Worth lifting a finger against.
I don't like the look of them.
Warning.
Press on! They don't look like friendlies.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized.
Explore the spoils.
Warning. Destroyed. Insufficient output. Item obtained. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Item obtained. Threat eliminated.
Exquisite. So exquisite.
Enemies.
Neutralized. Insufficient output. Item obtained.
So the reports of the rebellion were true. I am most grateful that you were able to thwart their efforts swiftly, Your Highness.
Glad to be of assistance.
Although the war is over, we have no shortage of blackguards to contend with. There is much yet to accomplish, ere true peace graces this land.
Tell me, what kind of child was Ray?
To be honest with you, I feel as though he has not changed very much over these years.
Is that right?
He was always looking out for others and would never neglect someone in need. A caring child.
That does indeed sound the same then. I am sure he was an upstanding little boy.
Upstanding is likely debatable, but there was no shortage of noteworthy episodes. For example...
Oh, do tell, do tell!
Well, it was when Ray was playing hide-and-seek with a girl his age from the neighborhood.
Hey, what are you talking about, Elena?
I was in the middle of telling one of your childhood stories to Laeticia.
I know, 'cause I overheard it a little. Now, cut it out. My childhood stories aren't interesting, like, at all.
Please indulge me, Ray. I would love to hear your old stories.
See? Laeticia has expressed interest.
Absolutely not. It's not cool to expose the dirt from someone's past just for fun. Don't ask her things so casually. She may not seem it, but Elena's bad with boundaries.
Very well. If it troubles you so much, I shall not ask her anything at all then. Does that please you?
Hey, why am I the bad guy all of a sudden?
After Ray has had some alcohol, he will bring that story up himself. So, to be continued. Soon.
Okay, I am looking forward to it.
Blurry night.
Hey, Laeticia. Mind if I ask you a question?
If it is within my understanding, I would be glad to answer your question.
Is it true that the royals and nobles of the kingdom engage in grand, passionate, super romantic love affairs every single day?
Oh my! What could you be talking of?
Oh, that's not true, huh? That's what was written in this novel I'm reading.
I admit I may not be so knowledgeable of many things, but I have never heard of such liaisons.
You don't say. I see.
I was not aware of literature depicting royal love affairs.
It's way too good! It's about a beautiful princess, and there are tons and tons and tons of different men that come and go as her marriage suitors. There's a fight for love among rival sisters and nobles, with all kinds of scheming going about.
Very well, Nina. I am sure it must be quite the interesting tale.
By the way, Laeticia, do you have a type of guy that suits your fancy?
I have never given it much thought. Perhaps... I would prefer someone I have a good understanding with, although I know it is difficult to reach that point.
Yeah, that sounds nice. And I bet you'd never have a quarrel if you knew everything about each other. You'd always share a fun, relaxing day together.
Yes, I believe it is very important to spend the time to get to know one another. That may also make for wonderful memories.
I see. Then that would mean someone perhaps like a childhood friend might be perfect for you. Oh, wait! Childhood friend?
Nina, I haven't the slightest inclination. Do you hear me?
I say, you've become considerably stronger than you were in years past, Albie. You find ample opportunity to train on your journey with Letty?
Yes, and I do not intend to fall short of you.
Listen to that confidence. Then how about we bring this to Letty? I ask, if you and I were to have a match right now, who'd be the victor? Well?
I accept. A fine challenge. Your Highness, I ask for your fair judgment.
Very well, understood. In that case... Theo would yet win.
So you do not see me as having surpassed him. I find this regrettable.
I'm sure you have grown considerably stronger, Albie. But I cannot allow myself to lose to you just yet.
Theo, I beseech you. We must duel when we next have the time. I am not satisfied as is.
Then allow me to play judge on such the occasion. Cousin Theo, how your soldiers revere you.
Does it appear as such? I suppose I'm not thought of poorly.
I can clearly see that you care for your men. The trust they pay you in return speaks volumes.
That has seldom occurred to me. Then again, since I was a soldier, Father has often hammered it into me that I must do whatever it takes to take care of my subordinates.
Lord Uncle said that?
Surprised?
Oh, forgive me.
No need. It is surprising, I'm sure. Although I do enjoy a rather carefree existence in comparison to you, Letty.
To me?
Why, each and every citizen of Osarius is an underling of yours, are they not?
Are you suggesting I think myself above the citizenry?
Well, you stand above them, after all. To them, it is much so.
I see. Is it really?
Letty, what I am trying to impart is that you must take care of all your subjects properly. In return, they will honor you with their trust and loyalty.
How I hope that will be true. And what might you two be doing?
Letty, I was giving Ray a test of skills.
A test of skills? Either Albaird or I could easily attest to Ray's prowess.
It was not as if I was doubting his abilities.
It was actually my idea. I was curious to see how I compare to the strength of a top knight in combat.
Yes, and instead of discussing the finer points with words, it is of course quicker to simply engage in a clash of arms.
I'm afraid that reasoning evades me.
Yeah, I guess it would. But hey, since we're on the topic, Laeticia, who could take who in a fight? Me or Theo?
I couldn't possibly decide an answer to such a sudden question.
Whatever comes to mind is fine. Surely your intuition tells you something.
Boys and their pride. Well... Cousin Theo, perhaps.
A fine choice.
Yeah, shit.
Even among all the knights of Osarius, Theo's abilities are a cut above.
Is that right? Well, I guess that means when I beat him, I'll become the kingdom's #1 swordsman.
I applaud your bravado, but I will not lose easily.
Shit. One more round.
Have at it.
Perhaps I should leave them to it.
Stop. Even if I were to accept your gesture, I would receive no boon from it.
Nevertheless, I cannot overlook how Father and the Corps persecuted you and the Semiomancy Consortium, all for political purposes.
Did I not say I had no want for your apology, man? I have no intention to ask anything of you.
But, Maester Felgrade, what of your honor?
The same honor unites mouth from your grimmest visage, curled with your miserable stoicism? Think me in want of that. Go jump in a lake full-plated.
But...
Don't misunderstand me. There is no need for you to apologize. What did you possibly do to me 14 years ago to affect me? Jack all.
For one thing, I failed to stop my father.
You were a child then. A brat barely old enough to be Laeticia's senior. You were powerless then, and a fool now to think otherwise. Is your sense of repentance not yet sated?
No.
Then toil and sweat blood for the kingdom's future, so that such things will never occur again. And work together with Albaird and that sneaky one eavesdropping over there.
Letty?
Let us elders fight among ourselves about the past. You'd all best think of the future. That is a responsibility only your generation can shoulder.
Yes.
I will give my everything for the future.
You young people today are too upstanding and dutiful. Did you inherit none of your father's shameless desires? You put me ill at ease.
Where did it go?
I know now is not the best time, but I want to thank you again for looking after my little brother, Elena, and Chloe. They all survived because of you, Princess Laeticia.
On the contrary, they are the ones who saved my homeland. It is I who should be thanking you.
To be honest, I find that hard to believe. I admit Ray is much more capable than I am, but saving an entire kingdom? Whew.
I would be delighted if you came to visit Osarius as well. Any family of Rays would receive a hero's welcome.
Oh, I'm nothing as big as a hero. Definitely not anyone a real princess should show reverence to.
My title of princess holds no meaning out here among the stars. So, I ask that you too simply call me by my name.
Ah, guess I can't say no to that.
What might Marielle be up to, I wonder? She was on the bridge last I recall.
Where did it go?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Laeticia, was it?
Yes, and you are Sayuri, correct? Is Marielle...
I apologize, but could I ask you to leave her be for now? Marielle is concentrating fully on learning all she can about the Aldous. We'll soon be in close contact with another Federation battleship. She doesn't want another repeat of what happened to the Edis.
But what happened before was not Marielle's fault, correct?
That's not exactly the issue. Because she's a Kenny, Marielle has a hard time getting others to understand her. Things aren't easy for her. She constantly feels the need to do what's right.
So in the Federation, the Kenny name is
last time we spent the whole day just looking at the stupid
Name's so
stars.
well known that most people avoid making eye contact with her altogether.
Sayuri, I am sure your feelings are reaching her.
I sure hope you're right.
There is much yet Marielle does not know, never mind myself. Too many questions with far too few answers. Perhaps my darling Duma might offer more insight. I do believe Ray and the others are in the galley.
Somewhere fun on this ship.
I would like to know why you came aboard the Aegis, Duma.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human, from what I could tell at least.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms. Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is frickin' horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
Yeah, I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, that's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles, it would be in defiance of our very existence itself.
Are you confused?
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully. We shall cooperate as much as possible when necessary.
Oh, I'll see to it that you shall. Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other Duma, aren't you?
"5 minutes to rendezvous point."
Ray, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Put him on screen.
Right on schedule, I see. I'll be on board shortly for that information exchange we mentioned.
You serious?
A sign of good faith from us. After we rendezvous, we'll warp out for 1 minute. After the transfer, we'll immediately warp back in. Maintain your course. I've just sent the data.
Data received. Looks to me like there's only one person in the transfer chamber.
Not exactly thrilled about their terms, but seems we've got no choice.
Understood. Maintaining course and confirming that of the Vela Gulf. Transfer will commence within 1 minute of exiting warp. Once Captain Curtis is aboard, we shall adopt a parallel course to the Vela Gulf.
Captain's coming aboard. Guess it's up to me to bid him welcome. Marielle, Laeticia, come on with me. I'm not too savvy when it comes to Federation etiquette.
Understood. I should go too?
Yeah, all you gotta do is stand there. If there's 3 of us, it should deter Curtis from trying any funny stuff.
Very well.
Gotta admit, Captain, wasn't expecting you to come along.
It'll be easier for us to talk like this. Let's make this quick. The Vela Gulf is currently en route to the Manuk system.
Captain, this emergency you mentioned.
Are you Lieutenant Marielle L. Kenny? There's a warrant out for your arrest, you know.
I am aware of that and ready.
We can explain all that and more in this intel exchange. First things first, though. Can I offer you a cup of freshly brewed Terran coffee?
Don't mind if I do. Goodness. To think such a thing took place in the Aster system.
So, what is it that has you rushing off to the Manook system?
Manook is currently under siege by a large fleet of Scorpium ships. Headquarters interprets it as a full-scale invasion.
Ridiculous. That is impossible.
I've been wondering about this. A Duma, I presume.
You know about Duma?
We've been gathering information on our end as well. The Duma are the ones proselytizing the Scorpium's integration ideology, correct?
Affirmative. Scorpium is a being that seeks to evolve as a life form. Aggressive incursions are nothing more than an act that limits our evolutionary choices.
It would seem the Scorpium are no monolithic entity. The faction currently attacking the Manook system are known as the Centralists.
Centralists? Ray, do you think?
Yep, Centralists. That's the name Boldor mentioned on the Tyrannus.
The entirety of Scorpium is composed of individuals linked without partiality. A central being cannot exist within our system.
And yet Manook is under siege by Scorpium calling themselves Centralists.
How did headquarters come by this intel? You know, Captain, it hasn't been that long since I left the Astoria, yet there seems to be too much new information.
There must be some connection between the Scorpium and the Federation higher-ups. Fleet headquarters specifically.
Your assumption is correct. A significant number of fleet officers have broken off from the chain of command. Most of them were in contact at some point with the Scorpium on the planet of Vir. Headquarters decided to launch a rescue effort in the Manook system. It's unclear who's friend and who's foe within HQ, however. We may even be following a Scorpium directive.
And even if that is the case, you can't just abandon them, huh? Captain Curtis, the Aldous is in possession of Scorpium data compiled by a soldier who escaped from Vir. We are currently pursuing the Scorpium ship that came to Aster 4. I'd like you to analyze that data and identify the ship in question once we reach the Manook system.
This is invaluable intel. We're in your debt.
Yeah, no worries. Just reimburse me for the Yidis once this is all over and we'll be square.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you for your time. I'll get back in contact as soon as we've identified the ship that you're after.
We've exited warp. Commencing transfer.
Please be careful.
You as well.
The Vela Gulf has sent us a location. ETA to the Manook system is 25 hours. Exactly 6 hours behind the Vela Gulf.
Don't sweat about what he said. The larger an organization, the easier it is to corrupt.
Captain, please don't make light of it. Even a single ship deviating from the chain of command is cause for alarm. If all of these ships are under the influence of Scorpium, then the risk to the entire galaxy is very real.
I too find something strange about all this.
What do you mean?
Little Duma's reaction. I also felt that what Captain Curtis told us did not line up correctly with what we heard from Lola. She stated that the Scorpium invading her home were acting in such a way as to avoid detection. I did not get the impression that it was attacked outright in the same way as this Manook location is being attacked now.
I think Lola's hunch may be right about Scorpium having infiltrated the Federation undetected. But isn't Duma also a part of Scorpium? It must be hiding something.
Little Duma always remains silent when they wish to be deceptive. When they do speak, it is generally free of falsehood. This is why their assertion that Scorpium does not invade must be true. Right, Duma?
Correct. Duma's the only link we have to understanding the Scorpium. We analyzed the data from the Tyrannus, but we still have almost no idea of who or what the Scorpium are. We won't learn much of anything until we confront them ourselves. As I discussed with Captain Curtis, it's most likely that the Scorpium faction attacking Manook are in cahoots with the ship Boldor is on. The Vela Gulf has kindly agreed to help us track it down.
I have detected other unidentified ships also approaching the Manook system, where the Scorpium battleship is heading. However, support from the Federation is still far away. The Vela Gulf, Aldous, and Manook fleet will have to handle this alone.
So what you are implying is that it will be a difficult battle.
That is correct.
What will you do if Boldor is aboard that ship, and we find ourselves forced into combat with it?
All I can say is that we should be ready for anything, even if it means taking them out.
It would seem war is much the same here in the stars as it is in our world.
Yep, you got that right. Which is exactly why I want you all to rest up before we reach the combat zone.
I had best rest up myself. Simply delightful.
The Vela Gulf has reached the Manook system. They have made contact with what appear to be 2 Scorpium ships. They are engaging in battle. All available hands to the bridge.
It seems the battle has begun. Best quickly make my way to the bridge.
Status report.
The Manook fleet has already suffered heavy losses. They only have 3 vessels deployed currently, none of which have been able to attack effectively.
Can you tell me, Ray, why is this Manook fleet so inferior?
Even up here in space, some folks have the technological leg up on others.
Another Scorpium battleship is nearing the Manook system. ETA 2 hours, 3 minutes.
How long until the Aldous arrives?
2 hours, 11 minutes. However, we could become embroiled in battle at any time.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Captain, update. We will arrive in the Manook system in 6 minutes. The Vela Gulf has disabled one of the Scorpium vessels. They are currently in combat with 2 ships, including the one that arrived shortly before us.
Way to go, Captain Curtis. Battleships sure are on a different level, aren't they?
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us. Putting on screen now.
Vela Gulf to Aldous. We only have 8 torpedoes left. Hardly enough to take out these last 2 ships. We're going to focus on stalling them. Can you cover us?
You can count on it. We'll be pulling into your sector in 3 minutes.
Much appreciated. Vela Gulf out.
The two ships engaged with the Vela Gulf are now designated as Scorpium Ship Bravo and Scorpium Ship Charlie. Warp out directly into the orbital path between the Vela Gulf and Scorpium Ship Bravo.
Trajectory set.
Red alert. Deploy full defensive shields. Set to Omni. Load all 6 proton torpedo launchers. Arm the phase cannons.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Shields at full.
Proton torpedoes loaded. Phase cannons initialized.
Everyone get to your seats and strap in. It's about to get bumpy.
Currently maintaining distances of 500,000 kilometers with Bravo and 760,000 with Charlie.
Fire 3 torpedoes at Bravo and immediately reroute to course 60 Mark 0.
Proton torpedoes away. Impact in 11 minutes. The Vela Gulf has also launched a torpedo at Bravo.
Adjusting bearing to 60 Mark 0.
Charlie has just fired 4 torpedoes at us.
Activate auto evasion.
Activating auto evasion.
Ah! It's shaking!
Keep quiet. You might bite your tongue otherwise. 3 of the torpedoes will miss, but 1 cannot be avoided. Brace for impact. We have been hit. Shields at 76%. Restoring them now.
The rumbling is like an earthquake.
We get any hits in?
All 3 torpedoes failed to connect.
How could they miss at that interval? What sort of ship is that?
Damn it! Open a channel to the Vela Gulf!
Channel open!
Captain, follow this!
Can you handle this?
We'll make it work. Just go! Set phase cannons to fire simultaneously on both Bravo and Charlie. Program salvo bursts to fire automatically in 10-second intervals on these coordinates.
Understood.
Divert to course 270, Mark 180. Match the movements of the Vela Gulf.
Roger, Captain. I'll do my best.
Distance between Bravo and Charlie is 100,000 kilometers. Both ships are taking evasive action.
Now! Hit Bravo with all we've got!
Two torpedoes have hit. Bravo has ceased turning.
The Vela Gulf's attacks on Charlie also landed.
Bullseye!
Bravo and Charlie are on a collision course. Scorpium ships Bravo and Charlie have collided. Both battleships appear to have been immobilized.
Yeah! Did we win?
For now. Don't get out of your seat just yet, though. We don't know what's still out there.
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Excellent work, Captain Raymond.
Thanks, but it was the Vela Gulf that did all the heavy lifting. We just came in to steal the show. The real work starts now.
What do you intend to do?
We're gonna board one of the Scorpium ships with Duma and investigate inside.
Understood. They may be quiet now, but you're likely to face some strong opposition. Be careful.
For sure. And I trust you got our back if anything happens. Can you tell me which ship is the one that came from Aster? Is it Bravo or Charlie? Don't tell me it was the ship that went down before we even got here.
It is fortunate we have the data from Lola. Bravo is the one we seek.
So we're boarding the Scorpium battleship.
Yep, you got it. Let's make our way over there now.
Transfer chamber. Oh, I simply wanted to try saying it. Did I do so correctly?
And these?
Portable optic deflectors. You can wear these to protect yourself from portable optical weaponry equivalent to a Federation phase gun.
I see. Wait, pray, what exactly does all that mean?
It means that even if you're hit by a glowing gun, like the one Marielle was using, it won't kill you. But that's not a complete guarantee, so don't get too cocky.
Note that it also offers defense from physical attacks, such as bullets or knives. Finally, please attach these magnetic soles to your footwear. You can switch them on and off by touching your heels.
Indeed. Being free of gravity's shackles ought to be fun.
Do not even think of wandering off.
Hey! What is this?
Oh, is this...
What? Why am I upside down?
Everyone, please remain calm. Turn your feet toward that surface there and touch your heels.
Okay. Like this?
So, this is the inside of a Scorpium ship, huh?
Which means we're in the belly of a living creature. It certainly does have that appearance. Rather unnerving.
Where could Boldor be on a ship like this?
If he's even still alive.
All these... they were on this ship.
We must hurry. If more Scorpium arrive, there's no telling what could happen.
Strange. This vessel is...
What's up?
Ray, I am picking up multiple life signs ahead.
Many of the Scorpium do not possess detectable life signs. I suggest exercising caution.
Marielle, I owe you boundless thanks for saving my father's life.
No. The Federation provoked this situation in the first place, and we almost refused him, using the Pact as a shield.
But because of you, Marielle, Father will get to live to see another day. That is why I must insist on offering a token of my gratitude.
Oh, there really is no need. If the king is recovering, that's all that counts.
Nay, I cannot let it pass. As a member of the royal family, I cannot let you go unrewarded for rescuing our king.
Also, I should mention, as an officer of the Pan-Galactic Federation, I cannot accept any gifts or anything from local royalty like you, Laeticia.
Oh, I see. Although I still wish to give something as an expression of my thanks. But what sort of gift would Marielle mayhap find pleasing? A celestial ship, perhaps.
What?
That would certainly be what Marielle needs the most at this moment. But how would someone possibly acquire such a thing in the first place? Marielle, may you inform me as to how I might go about obtaining one of your celestial ships?
Please don't worry about it. I appreciate the gesture, though.
Mayhap Ray would know.
least we have the upper hand on Buldur. Still, there is no telling what awaits. Best make sure we are prepared before we make for the transfer chamber. Lady Malkya, how do you find these views above the sky?
Truly and ceaselessly astonishing. I thought I had already learned so much in my lifetime. But when did I last feel such anticipation, such suspense, not knowing what will happen next?
Perhaps Ray, Chloe, and the others shared such similar feelings when they came to Osarius.
Despite coming from this Coruscant universe, maybe they too felt unease arriving in a new land.
I do recall Ray becoming quite thrilled, though, each time he encountered a new sight.
Thrilled? Fascinating. I thought my curiosity was aroused for the first time in ages, but that phrasing does not do justice to what I feel. I am thrilled to know that there are whole worlds yet unheard of in our universe.
As am I, and it is my fervent hope that we may explore them together.
Yes, like tottering children, we shall take our first steps into a world once thought unfathomable, one with an abundance to learn.
Yes, we are as children here, so let us learn with childlike innocence.
Childlike innocence, you say? Conventional wisdom will no doubt be a hindrance then. I hope you will be near to keep me grounded.
I shall endeavor to keep up with you, Lady Malkya.
Whoa! Whoa!
What is the matter, Nina? You appear quite rattled.
Oh, Laeticia, this big ship is just floating in space?
I believe that is how Ray explained it.
That means there's nothing below us, right?
Pardon? Ah, yes, you are correct, I suppose.
Uh-huh. Oh, that means if we fall once, we'll never stop falling. That's crazy scary.
Please, I hardly think we will begin falling. Our only choice is to trust in Ray and the people operating this vessel.
Oh, yeah. I'm panicking a lot here, but this must be just like any other day to Ray and his crew. Probably.
We should get ourselves accustomed to this as well. First, though, you must stand up firmly and stop shaking.
Right. That first step is just too tough. Oh.
Maester Midas, whatever is the matter?
I am arrived. I am amongst the stars. How could I contain such excitement?
Excitement? Oh, so those were cries of excitement then. You did say you have always wanted to see the stars. So, Maester Midas, now that you are here in outer space, how do you find it?
This is an entirely unfamiliar world to me. I must needs investigate every little thing I see.
My word.
I've not been surrounded by such unknowns in years. I can't decide what to look into first. I'm starting to get irksome.
I have never seen someone driven to anger by excess opportunity.
I appear to forget myself. I must calm down.
Yes, I believe so. A simple breathing exercise might...
No, it's of no use. Just thinking of it, my laughter spills forth from the inside.
I dare say this excitement suits you ill.
That's it! I think I'll start by combing over every inch of the Aldous.
Pray, do not trouble the others in your research, yes? Marielle?
Please, don't startle me like that.
Oh, apologies. Were you perhaps eating something?
Military provisions.
Ah, is that by any chance Umaibo candy?
How do you know?
I have many times seen Chloe and other crew members of the Aldous eating and speaking of them. Why, pray tell, were you hiding?
Sorry. It is absolutely forbidden to snack while on a mission, but I was just so hungry.
I see, I see. Very well. You need not worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you. Since we're on the subject, would you like one?
Are you sure? Oh, how I've wanted to try one. I am to believe there are many flavors?
Yep. I have salami, veggie salad, and takoyaki.
All right. In that case... I would like to try salami.
Nice choice. Salami is a classic Umaibo flavor.
We eat salami in Osirius too. That's why I was thinking it must be simply delicious as a snack.
Oh, you do? Well, the snack is good, but I am personally partial to the real thing.
Then, as a show of thanks, I will bring you Osirian salami next time. Cousin Theo, why such a serious expression?
Pondering on this celestial ship, I was thinking of the differences between it and the ships I am accustomed to sailing on.
Meaning boats that travel by sea?
Yes. The conditions will differ, obviously. Space and sea are vastly different terrain, after all. But both are ships, in the end. I concluded they must share some common points to some degree. Although it is quite puzzling how celestial ships chart their course. We judge direction by the position of the stars. But these ships sail a sea of stars.
Yes, there are stars everywhere. Before us, behind us, and even below.
Very true. How could we possibly find our bearings? I was lost in admiration, knowing they can discern their desired direction amid this puzzle. And another point, boat propulsion requires wind and waves. Yet there are no waves to be found, nor is it apparent there is any wind here. Nevertheless, this ship moves on without fail.
Then, are you saying it must be propelled by a power that is beyond our understanding?
I feel we are cornered into no other conclusion. I should whittle them down with incessant pleas to steer this celestial ship for myself.
Perhaps I shall accompany you and learn the truth myself.
Well, where this world is concerned, I feel as if we could learn for a lifetime and still know naught. But as a sailor, I cannot simply let this mystery be. Before our journey ends, I must unravel some of this ship's secrets.
Ray, might I inquire why you chose to pursue the transportation business?
That's a good question. Well, at first I was just doing it to help my dad out, and for the pocket money. But after getting my hands dirty, so to speak, I started to think it might actually be the career for me. I kept up with it, and that's how I am where I am today.
So, it suits you. I am unsure whether I am suited to be princess or not.
Oh? Well, you mind if I speak freely?
I do not mind.
All I know is, in terms of behavior, sense of responsibility, and that sort of stuff, no one's a better fit for the royal lifestyle than you, Laeticia.
I am appreciative. However, do you know any other princess than myself, Ray?
Of course not. You're the only one I know.
Well then.
But neither does anyone else out there. That includes you, doesn't it? That's why, even though you're the only princess we all know, we think you're perfect for it. Listen, don't worry yourself sick thinking about it. Though I, guess that's easier said than done, huh?
No. Thank you, Ray. Over the course of this journey, I hope to reevaluate the meaning of my position as princess.
There you go. No need to rush it.
Albaird, so this is where you have been.
Exquisite. Such a splendorous sight.
Albaird?
Heavens, that glimmer. What is it?
It seems he is completely preoccupied.
Oh, Highness, please forgive me. I failed to notice your presence.
You seemed quite engrossed. I would be loath to disturb you.
Engrossed? Why, I beg your pardon. Oh, goodness.
Quite all right. Were you taken aback by the unfamiliarity of space? I was as well until recently.
It is as you say. I had no idea that beyond the sky I gazed upon every night, there could be something glorious as this.
I share the same sentiment. It truly is a breathtaking spectacle. My apologies. I have interrupted you. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you. Please excuse me.
Oh, hello, Laeticia.
What, pray tell, were you two discussing?
Marielle was inquiring as to whether I enjoy any pastimes.
Pastimes?
Yes. You see, when traveling through space, you spend a lot of time in your ship. Novelty wears off pretty quick. So you sorta gotta have a hobby to keep yourself in good spirits.
A hobby would help with that, I suppose.
I used to be pretty skeptical too, when I heard about the benefits of pursuing a hobby in space. But making use of your free time in an enjoyable way really does change your whole perspective. Immersing yourself in a hobby clears your mind and prevents you from worrying about trivial things. And for many, it might even help you eat and sleep better too. Some even see improvements in their skin condition and physical health. The list goes on.
Oh, that certainly seems quite effective. Marielle, what kind of hobby do you keep, I wonder?
Hand-to-hand combat training.
Oh.
That is not a pastime as I understand it.
Is that not simply a form of exercise? One that might result in such skills?
What's the matter?
No, it is nothing at all.
Yes, Marielle, it is fine, as long as you enjoy yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I really do. Ha! Huh!
The sheer size of the Aldous never ceases to amaze me. It is hard to believe something of quite this size is able to take flight, and does so solely at the hands of Elena, Chloe, and what few retainers you maintain.
Yeah, from where we're standing, I'm sure it looks like there's only a few of us running the ship. However, in reality, there are a lot more people putting in work than you can see.
Is that so?
Yep, just like the ships in Aster, we can't get this baby moving without a bunch of help. And we're only as strong as our weakest link. That's why as crewmates, we make sure to take care of each other.
Huh. Do you now?
Sure do. We all got each and everyone's back.
Yes. You were quite perturbed by your separation from Elena and Chloe during our first encounter. I was taken aback by how truly concerned for their well-being you appeared.
Sorry. I'm not really good at taking compliments. But Laeticia, don't you feel the same way about your people?
Huh?
I mean, don't the Osarian people mean the same to you?
Of course. The kingdom would hardly exist if it were made up of only the royal family and its knights. I have never once doubted the importance of our kingdom's people.
Yeah, we both seem to have a lot on our plates, don't we?
Indeed, which is precisely why we must remain focused and ever active, for all of their sakes. You are staring at your monitors so intently. Is there a threat somewhere?
Huh? Oh, no, it's not that, Laeticia. Fortune-telling like this based on star charts is super popular back on Vergold.
Fortune-telling? Can you, by chance, divine the future using the stars?
Well, this kind of fortune-telling is nothing special.
In the past, our kingdom was once governed based on precisely such divination. Amazing. Imagine reading the future from the stars.
Laeticia, do you believe that people can really predict the future just by doing that?
Well, I hardly have first-hand knowledge, and I cannot read anything myself. In our kingdom, astrology was once designated as a special power exclusive to prominent individuals. Later, many people came to accept the systematic study of semiomancy as an area of scholarship, which apparently doomed our fortune-telling culture.
Makes sense, I guess. Star divination on Vergold is mostly just for fun. No one takes it seriously. Like, for example, if I told Ray I believed in it, he'd never let me live it down.
Yes, Ray does not strike me as the fortune-telling sort.
Definitely not. But, you know, Vergold still hasn't mapped out the entire universe. Neither has the Pan-Galactic Federation.
Oh, is that right?
Lots of experts have all kinds of theories about the edges of space and what it was like before the universe existed, but the unfortunate truth is, we don't have any conclusive answers. That's why I think it's not such a crazy idea to believe that something out there in this universe could be tied to our fate. That's my two-fall anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Like me trying to claim some kind of connection to the stars.
I understand. A wondrous power seems to emanate from them.
And to think that astrology still remains on your world, despite its more advanced civilization. One could easily conclude that the configuration of stars contains some kind of power.
Right? Oh my gosh, you totally get it! There just has to be something there. We just haven't found it yet. I'm sure of it.
Chloe, do you think it would be possible to have my fortune read using the method popular on your world? Your so-called star divination interests me greatly.
Really? Okie dokie then. First, I'll need your date of birth. Oh, that's right! Your kingdom's calendar is different from ours. Oh gosh, I'll have to recalculate. Since the rotation period and orbital period are off,
What a terribly complex process. Truly, I cannot wait for the result.
Hey, Chloe, you been resting up like you're supposed to?
Whoa! Ray and Laeticia too?
Yeah, you seem surprised. Let me guess, you were lost in thought about something.
Sorta. Kinda. You could say that, I guess.
Chloe, mayhaps something troubles you?
No, nothing like that. I just, was wondering if maybe I could ask you something, if that's okay?
By all means.
Do you, think your marriage to Prince Gerard was a good idea?
Well, I cannot say. We were in the midst of a mission, so it was my utmost priority to accomplish that without flaw.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, of course. Sorry. Kind of a weird question for me to ask, what with it being a fake marriage and all.
Quite all right. Did anything weigh heavy on your mind regarding the ceremony?
Well, you know how you were all gussied up in your wedding dress and all that stuff? You looked so beautiful, so radiant. I was totally transfixed on you. I mean, everybody was. It might sound a little old-fashioned, but I really feel like a wedding is such a great place for a girl to shine like a star.
Now there's a thought. I guess now that you mention it, it was the first time we'd seen Laeticia all dolled up in a formal dress and stuff.
Indeed, that is so. Pray tell, Chloe, have you a man in mind whom you want to betroth?
What? No, that's not why I was asking.
Sure about that?
I guess, I mean, I do have someone I kinda like.
Could it be Ray? I knew it.
What? No way! What do you mean you knew it? I mean, I respect him as our captain. He's real gutsy and super good at knowing what to do and when to do it. But he's always got us on our toes, you know? How could I ever relax around someone like that?
Got me there. Sounds like I'm driving both you and Elena up a wall.
So, a calm and collected man would be your choice?
Yeah, I guess I'd like a guy who looks a little intimidating, but is actually kind, grounded, a real family man, a gallant gentleman and hero to all, but a supportive sweetheart who always makes time to come home and dote on me and the children.
Oh, interesting.
Well, what do we have here? Ray, Chloe, and Laeticia?
Antonio!
Aren't you supposed to be on break, Chloe? You been resting up like we asked you to?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Taking plenty of downtime. I was just, chit-chatting with Laeticia here.
Oh, is that all? I thought you might have been hitting the books on your break again. But all right. You know, Chloe, I like the cut of your jib, but you're always wearing yourself out. Make sure you get your rest. It helps me out, too.
Okay, I will.
All right then, Laeticia. You take it easy, too.
Thank you, Antonio, and so I shall. A gentleman to Chloe's liking.
I am quite sure I have met someone like that.